The whispers in Mabando village did not stop. They grew louder, stronger, more dangerous. Villagers watched Amina closely. Everywhere she went, people stared. People whispered. One woman watched more than anyone else. Mama Saad, the richest widow in the village, proud, cruel, and very jealous. She did not believe in luck. She believed every secret had a price. One evening, as Amina quietly walked toward River Nyame, Mama Saad followed her, carefully, silently, hidden behind the trees. And what she was about to see would terrify her forever. The moon glowed brightly above River Nyame. Mist covered the water. The forest stood silent. Too silent. Amina reached the riverbank, and just like always, Kofi was waiting, standing near the glowing water, his amber eyes shining softly. Amina smiled and ran toward him. Amina voice, I missed you. Kofi smiled gently. Kofi voice, and I missed you too. Behind the trees, Mama Saad watched everything, confused, suspicious. Then suddenly, the river began glowing, brighter, brighter, brighter. Mama Saad froze. Her breathing stopped, because something impossible was happening. Kofi slowly stepped toward the river, and then, his legs disappeared beneath the water, replaced by something shimmering, something massive, something terrifying. A tail, a glowing blue tail. Mama Saad covered her mouth, terrified. Kofi was not human. The next morning, Mama Saad ran through the village, screaming, panicking. Mama Saad voice, river spirits, Amina is meeting a monster. The river demon has bewitched her. Villagers gathered immediately. Fear spread fast. Children cried. Women whispered prayers. Men grabbed sticks and machetes. Village elder voice, the river spirits have returned. Nobody knew what to believe. But one thing became clear. People were afraid. Very afraid. And fear can turn good people into dangerous people. But while fear spread through the village, something strange happened. Amina's life changed completely. Her tiny broken house began transforming. New walls, a stronger roof, better clothes, more food than anyone had ever seen. Soon, she had goats, chickens, workers helping her farm, and before long, the poorest girl in Mabando had become the richest woman in the village. Pause. People stared. In shock, jealousy filled their hearts. Village woman voice, how is this possible? Another woman, no poor girl becomes rich this fast. But Amina no longer cared about gossip, because every evening, she still returned to River Nyame to see Kofi, the only person who had ever truly loved her. But deep inside, Amina was beginning to notice something strange. Kofi had started disappearing for longer and longer, sometimes 4 days, and every time he returned, he looked sadder, more distant, as if he was hiding something painful, something he was afraid to tell her. Even though Amina had everything now, food, money, a beautiful home, respect, something still felt missing. Every evening, she waited by River Nyame, waiting for Kofi. But lately, he had changed. He came less often, stayed for shorter moments, and every time he returned, he looked worried, sad, afraid. One evening, Amina finally asked, Amina voice, Kofi, what is happening to you? Kofi stayed silent, looking toward the river, as if something inside the water was calling him. Kofi finally spoke, slowly, carefully. Kofi voice, Amina, there is something I never told you. I am not just a river spirit. I am the prince of my people beneath the water. Amina froze, trying to understand. Kofi voice, and soon, I must return, forever. Meanwhile, fear had grown in Mabando village. Mama Saad had convinced everyone. Kofi was dangerous, a curse, a monster. Villagers sharpened spears, prepared traps, and planned to destroy whatever lived in River Nyame. Village elder voice, tomorrow night, we end this? Amina ran to the river, crying. Terrified, she found Kofi waiting, under moonlight. Amina voice, please, don't leave me. Kofi looked heartbroken. Kofi voice, humans and my kind cannot stay together forever, unless. Amina looked up, hope filling her eyes. Amina voice, unless what? Kofi stepped closer. Kofi voice, there is one way, but once you choose, you can never return. You must leave the human world forever, and become one of us. Amina's heart stopped. Leave everything. Her home, the village, her old life, but lose Kofi forever. She could not imagine it. The river began glowing blue, bright, beautiful. The water opened, revealing something impossible, a hidden underwater kingdom. Glowing palaces, mermaids, mermen, lights beneath the sea, a world no human had ever seen. Kofi voice, this is my home. Kofi held Amina's hands. Kofi voice, come with me, or lose me forever. Amina looked back, at the village, at her home, her people, then back at Kofi, the only person who had ever loved her. Long emotional pause. She made her choice. The moonlight touched the river. The water glowed. Kofi gently pulled Amina forward. The river surrounded her. Soft blue light covered her body. Her legs began to shimmer, transform, change. A tail appeared. Beautiful, glowing. Amina gasped. No longer human. Villagers stood frozen, terrified, speechless. Mama Saw dropped to her knees. Nobody moved. Nobody spoke. Because standing before them was no longer the poor village girl they once knew, but something magical, something unforgettable. Amina looked one final time at the village, at the life she once had. Tears filled her eyes, but beside Kofi, she no longer felt lonely. For the first time, she felt she belonged. Kofi held her hand, and together, they disappeared beneath the river, forever. Years later, fishermen told stories of a beautiful mermaid woman who helped lost boats during storms. Some say it was only a legend, but the people of Mabondo believed differently, because sometimes, late at night, under the moonlight, two figures could still be seen, swimming together, beneath River Nyame. Some say Amina lost everything, but others believe she finally found where she truly belonged.